Okay, I'm just going to critique my sketches and show how I think about the issues in them for what I'm trying to do. And that contradicts what I said a little bit about not lingering on things, but it's just an exercise in showing how I think about these things. And I've got to make, as a YouTube creator, I've just got to show every single bullshit detail of my life, right? So that's what we're doing. In this particular video, we're just gonna see what went wrong, which is what I would do in my head every time I'm drawing something. And sometimes I would fix it, and sometimes I would just move on, because it doesn't really matter. In this case, so we've got the guy on the left, and you might think, there's a lot that's gone wrong. Where's his face? Where's his? You haven't coloured in his jacket, and whatever. What we're trying to do, obviously, is we're looking at key shapes and proportions. That's all I care about in my sketches. And in this case, he's gone alright. We've got what we wanted from him. This top part's fine. The problem is, a slight problem on this back leg, which has curled a bit too much into the center for his walk stride. And so really what you want to do there is that should actually be just a bit over, coming back, and that foot should be a bit back. So the stride, he's got like a stride, like it looks more like he was standing, rather than in a walking motion. These walking motions are difficult because it depends on the perspective as well, and that's why we do crowd photos, because this is all difficult, doing people in motion. So that's more, that back leg is more straight up and down from this angle, because it actually does curl back into the middle. It does not in the middle of the middle kind of, like, the back leg is not over on the right, if you know what I mean. It's actually in the middle of the body in many cases when people walk, but it was just over a bit too far. So that's all I wanted from him. So he's doing okay. This one at the back, issues, there's no real issues there. I mean, like we've already done a little bit of a correction on him. Pretty much the proportions are there. This head would come forward more. Leg angles, more or less what they are. I mean, that kid's blocking that foot, so that one's alright. Move over to this couple. So here, there's a bit of an issue with her legs over to the right too much. It should be actually, it should be back here a bit more. It curls in, it angles a bit into the middle, but it's subtle. Jesus Christ, what the? That's why I'm in the background layer. So that leg should be over a bit more. That's basically what we're looking at there. And the kid proportions are more or less. This right arm would be a little lower. When these are small pictures and small little changes can completely change them. That's more or less how it is. This arm probably, yeah, it's about right. This is all. God, if I do that one more time, I'm gonna throw this. So yeah, it's basically the proportions for those shapes are basically where I wanted them. So that one's. So if you think so for me, these sketches are more or less on. More or less getting the shapes I want. To me, that's a finished study. And you can tone and whatever, and it doesn't change the proportions. That's the thing. The toning does not change proportions. It will make the drawing more striking. It will make it potentially look better. And you can do that, and sometimes I do it, but digitally I find it's sort of a pain in the ass. to do it is sketches. Ironically, like digitally, doing that is for sketches is sort of cumbersome, but it's better when you're doing finished production art. But then, because you can, you can't screw it up with washes. But in the sketches, with hand drawn stuff, it's actually kind of better if you just want to tone things quickly and make it look decent. All right, so I'm going to go to this one. I think these guys were here. Oh no. Where'd you people come from? Oh no, don't tell me I had another picture. I did, didn't I? Another goddamn picture. Where was that other picture? I'm not going to waste too much time on this. But I think it was in this folder of mine. This preparation is just terrible. Imagine having this preparation is bad. Well, let's just assume these really worked out. Can't remember where I got them from. I know this one. There were a couple of problems there. There were a couple of problems with them. Let me just pause this and freaking find it. Okay. So this one on the left. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's not too bad. There's a bit more curl on the left foot. That foot's forward more in space. Oops. God damn it. This is so annoying. Yeah, so we got the issue there is just the feet a little bit. Feet's a little bit. They should be coming in like forward a bit more. I mean, you're talking about little details that again don't matter. Yeah, that's more or less, the proportions that we're looking for. And this walking woman, okay, this one probably heads over a little bit to the right, too much. She's probably a bit broader. And foot position is okay. This one's a bit further back, but that's within the scope of realism. This, you can see that it's a little bit fuzzy anyway. So we had a bit more shape coming out of that on that thing. This arm's a bit confusing. I think it bends like, I don't even know what's going on with it, but something like that. It's coming out. It's foreshortened that way somehow. I actually honestly can't even see what's happening with it. So we'll just call that one. Oh, that's why, because my freaking that's not showing anymore. All right, yeah. So that's they're more or less what we're looking for. No glaring problems with it. Let's have a look. Now we had issue with these kids. I thought were just kind of boring. When we at Lennon's play group here, and so why is that? So what's wrong with this one on the left? The poses aren't that great. That's one reason. This one, yeah, I mean, arms a little bit. There's not a lot I can do with it. It's just not that interesting. The clothes are a bit weird as well. The folds and stuff are a bit strange. It's one of those things, like I was saying, in real life can actually make weird things happen that you don't really want to put in a picture. So there's not too much wrong with that. I mean, I took a few liberties with the arm, the left arm, but it's this guy, this kid with Lennon's little brother here. He with his, this is the silhouette of that is quite good of that pose. It's just it's kind of like, so the hat really was I kind of obscured it when I was toning it, which there was some form on that hat that was obscuring it, and now I've got myself all mixed up with my layers. That's great, but what the hell's going on? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Freaking. So yeah, so basically, like, this is not too bad. It's just the, it kind of goes out of the shape itself. You start losing it on the left, and then you got these weird folds that I don't really want to do because it's just gonna look weird. I would rather if it didn't fold like that and just came down normally. The pose is not really, the proportions aren't really out of whack too much. It's just a kind of a weird yeah, I needed more space for the neck there. God, get the right color. So yeah, like this is a bit bigger and whatever. There's always a subtle kind of curve, like on these stupid things. Oh my god. This is why digital annoys the shit out of me. To do this like properly digital, you got to take more time to put the layers in. Otherwise, you just get rid of your lines. So basically, yeah, that proportion with the neck needed a bit of improvement. These angles are more or less what it is. It's just annoying the shit out of me. That's why you just is this goddamn part here. Oh, fuck you. So God, stupid tablet. This shit doesn't go where you want it to go. Basically, yeah. Basically, this was okay until I just started messing it all up. And all my lines. Oh, you little bastard! You can go to hell. So that's why you don't just keep working over things. So basically, let's just do that again. So what we had is basic shape of our. What we wanted was proportion of this jacket. Don't know what the hell's happening with his arms, so we're just making shit up there. He's got an oversized jacket. Oversized clothes like this are going to cause you problems. And what we're just really interested in is the shape of his that's what we're concerned. That's all we really wanted. That's all we wanted from him. Right? Whether that looks better than the other one, I don't really care. But the other one just got itself destroyed because it was just being obnoxious. And yeah, So that's really all we wanted. We wanted that shape. You know, and the shadow's doing all kinds of stuff. It's got its own little thing going on there, which I'm not going to get into, but basically we've got car shadows, we got shit, we're not interested in that, we just want the basic form. Okay, let's move on. So those two were, well, I spent way too long on that shit. We had okay, this is alright. The hat's, you know, it's hat's angled a little bit differently, but it's basically, you know, again, I got what I wanted from that. Just the hat, main shape, and yeah, I mean, if you want to get a thing, the arms coming out more. This she's broader. She's actually broader there, but it doesn't matter. Just make her younger, and then don't worry about it. So that one's alright. Hat comes a bit lower, actually. Watch me screw this up and then delete it. So, you know, whatever. And then we got what's the last one we got? We got these guys. Yeah, okay, so then over here, why is this video, why am I even doing this video? This is pointless. We've come too far. We have to finish it. Alright, so we got, alright. God, who is interfering with me? Where are I? Oh, that's right, I have to take that off now. Oh, no, that's all. Just, I'm gonna kill you. Alright. So we have, we had Mr. Model there. We know we had some issues with that guy. Where is he? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. So this guy was interested in his hairstyle. Didn't do his walk. And you know, like, yeah. Stylish face. I mean, like, they can't even see what's happening over here. He's blended in. So just, it's just like, yeah, that's nothing really. Of course, I've exaggerated his hair a little bit. You know, but whatever. Like, that's pretty much what I wanted from him. All this crap down here, all his little fancy pants clothing. You know, you can, these angles, I wasn't really close enough. I don't really care. Thank you. I want black, mate. Even though black doesn't look that great on you. Next time I'm not doing black. So basically, you know, the angles of this is next bit is a bit shorter than I've done it. No, I don't know. This guy's got some kind of neck on him. He's got a neck. So yeah, like this stuff again. Like, why am I even bothering? I'm just showing you how I would look at it. Yeah, these angles aren't correct exactly, but I've already stylized him slightly anyway. So his neck's a bit. His neck's actually quite wide. Whatever. There's that guy. Get rid of him. And then we got our Poe. This is a woman over here. So where are you? Over here. Yeah. So her, you know, only problem with her is really is, thank you. So you know, we've got this is over too far based on where I started it, And like we're just. Oh my god. Yeah, what I got. Yeah, arm comes out a bit. Probably like kind of angles down a bit, like this is coming out more, and then this is hands in a bit of a weird. It's one of those human poses where it's like it's happening, it's happening, but if you actually do it like this, it can be a bit weird. So you might want to stylize it a bit. All right, yeah, this is all more or less what I want. That could be a bit lower. Whoops, yeah, if we're gonna get all the way around there. So, that's probably a little bit lower. Coming out, clothes are ending there more. But it's more or less what I'm looking for. Shadow under here, but with the black it's gonna look weird. Anyway, again, you can just sit there and fiddle around with this crap, but why? You got the main shapes, so just be happy. See, what did that do? Did nothing. It just annoyed me. So yeah, it's like the thing is, we're just looking for making sure we get the main things we want, and that's basically what we have here. She's more or less done okay, and we got crazy legs over here, and he issue with this guy. Oh yeah, crazy legs. Alright. Is the issue here? He's mainly alright. It's just the issue with him is that leg of his. The plane here is actually that's where the leg is bending, right? So the plane, like the light plane, is going to be visible there. So of course it looks a bit weird because here we go. Let's just screw around with this crap even more. But that's the problem there. That would be the issue with him. Is that he would have a plane going where the leg would bend. Of course, it doesn't look quite right as well because of the tone difference. But and then his crazy pants are a little bit more animated even than I did them, and I was explaining how animated they were. But there we are. Everything else is more or less. He's curving down a bit more. Like this shit is curving down a bit more on that angle. But yeah, let's see what happens over this. So I don't think that helped at all, but you get the idea. You should be a visible plane bending there from his kind of like where his legs bending and his kind of that's what would happen. And then there'd be another, and there wouldn't be a plane there, you dickhead. So sort of a minor one. His pants are opening up here, but that's the other thing. If you're going to do that, his pants are open. He's like, you can see the under side of that looping around. There's some tricky stuff going on there. That's coming out over there, and that angle. So you can just fool around this forever. But basically, that was the problem with him. Is it looked like his leg was joined higher up, and that's not done perfectly either. But that's the idea of it. That's what we're looking at. So there's some criticisms. That's how I go about it. But I mostly do it, quicker and just in my head. Well, I wouldn't do it all in my head, but I'd give it a little look over, see what's going on, correct a couple of things, and then toss it on the pile.